It's Friday morning, and yes, you're seeing things correctly. I didn't go to work today because I wasn't feeling very well. So naturally, I stayed in bed most of my morning, and then when I finally got up, I made breakfast, and now I'm here. I'm here at my desk because something came into my mind, and I find it very, very strange that these things keep happening and you don't hear too much about it. But then again, I don't listen to a lot of mainstream news. So what happened was, I think several days ago, it was on the news that 4 American soldiers went missing in Lithuania, and their vehicles were found, and I'm not hearing anything else regarding the thoughts of Donald Trump. He's the main reason why I'm here. His actions and his thoughts, his ideas, and how he handles devastation, how he handles tragedy. Am I just seeing things, or am I just overthinking? Before I go, I want to say, if anything I talked about here today resonates with you, please consider unsubscribing. If you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell twice, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share. Thank you.
I'm not suggesting anything so complicated.
So, the first 2 or 3 weeks when he was in office, we lost all these airplanes that crashed and lives were lost. And I don't think he even reached out to the families of those children that died when that airliner was struck by a military helicopter. Am I wrong? Did he or didn't he? Because I think what the news teams did was they asked him, when was he going to reach out to the families? And I think his reply was, I haven't thought about it. I don't know. We'll have to see. Is that the way that a president responds? And these 4 soldiers are American soldiers in Lithuania. Shouldn't he have a press conference to tell the American people what happened? And once again, is he going to reach out to the families? Never in my life have I witnessed such a cold-hearted president like this. Cold, calculating, manipulative, and revengeful. So as to the 4 soldiers, what happened in Lithuania, the 4 soldiers were driving a 70-ton armored military vehicle doing a recovery mission looking for other soldiers which were part of the mission. And I think what happened was their vehicle went off course and plunged into a heavy silt bog or body of water that was connected to a lake. And obviously they drowned because of the heavy silt. You can't really swim in heavy silt with the uniform on and the heavy equipment. And you can imagine it was 15 feet deep. So they did recover the bodies. But the main question I had was, did Donald Trump, being the President of the United States, did he have a press conference to inform Americans, and did he in private reach out to the families to show sympathy to what happened? I don't even know if he reached out to the families of the children that passed away during the airplane crash. I know for a fact that in 2011, when there was a devastating tornado in Joplin, Missouri, the entire town was devastated. Lives were lost. Practically the whole town disappeared. It was a small town, but it was a town where people lived their lives and worked, had friends and families. President Obama went to that town and he reassured every citizen there after showing his condolences to the people that lost their lives, that he's going to make sure that FEMA is there to help out and clean up the area and support those people that no longer had homes. And Obama went to the auditorium, and the whole town was there, and he gave a very uplifting speech, and he said that he was going to continue to support every one of those people that lost their homes and their jobs. And this is what presidents do. This is what presidents do. For the first time of my American citizenship, since 1970 when I came here, I have never experienced a president, whether Republican or Democrat, be so cold and calculating with so much animosity towards the opposing people, the opposing party, or even generally having a conversation with the media, the news reporters, be so angry and show so much vulgarity and disrespect. And I think Marsha Taylor Greene is a good example of what I'm talking about. She's a very strong supporter of Donald Trump.
Anybody else?
Should the defense secretary...
What country are you? Wait, what country are you
From
from?
the UK.
Okay, we don't give a crap about your opinion and your reporting. Why don't you go back to your country where you have a major migrant problem? And you, no, you should care about your own borders.
Do you care about American lives?
No, let me tell you something. Do you care about people from your country? What about all the women that are raped by migrants?
Do you care
No,
about
by migrants. No, do you care? Okay, you're done.
Do you care about American lives being
I don't care about your fake news. Do you have a relevant question? Yeah, this is an American journalist. Thank you. About your fake news. Do you have a...
And I can be assured that Donald Trump knows of these negative behaviors that this congresswoman from Georgia is behaving in Congress, okay? In our public TVs and doing private interviews, how vulgar she is and how angry she is, how much hate you can see coming out of her voice and her eyes. I have never experienced such animosity.
Dass ich fleißig gewesen bin, dass ich gearbeitet habe, dass ich mich in diesen Jahren für dich eingesetzt habe, dass ich anständig meine Zeit verwendet habe im Dienste meines Volkes. Gib du jetzt eine Stimme ab. Wenn ja, dann leg für mich ein, so wie du es
in my life. And I'm not the only one. Even Republicans are starting to take note of how she carries herself. And for me to say she's unprofessional is an understatement. It's an understatement. A little while ago, I was FaceTiming my friend, and I told her that, well, we have less than 4 years left now to deal with these MAGA Republicans and this Frankenstein of a president that we have in office. And I said, she said to me, they've done so much already since January. And she's right. I'm not even going to discuss all the federal jobs that they shut down and fired people, and the many programs that they've potentially destroyed. That's going to take years and years to get back online when the Democrats go back in. But I did tell her, I said to her, we just got to know that whatever they do, they're not going to affect us spiritually, okay? Because the more damage that they do, the more chance that we have of getting back in the White House again. Because I doubt it very, very much that the entire 100% of people that voted for Trump are truly happy with the results they're getting. There's no way. Even though we know what the bottom line is for the Trump's administration and the Republicans. Their sole reason for lying to Americans about ending the war, about commitments to reducing the cost of living in our economy, and lowering the price of groceries and creating more housing for the homeless and bringing down the interest rates, etc., etc., etc. They made all those promises so they can get in the White House and so they can start the Project 2025. That's the only thing that they're interested in, dismantling the government. That was the whole plan, and they realized that 4 years can go by quickly, so they want to act quickly. Okay? They're not in this for the American people. They're not in this for America. And lastly, before I go, we are totally disengaged from our allied friends in the European Union. We are no longer connected to them. Just a day ago or so, J.D. Vance's wife wanted to go see the dog sled races in Greenland, and her husband, I'm ashamed to say this, the vice president, decided to tag along. So what did they do first? The American diplomats or ambassadors for Greenland reached out to Greenland citizens and asked them if they would welcome the vice president and his first lady to their country. And not surprisingly, each and every one of the Greenland citizens, their answer was no. that they do not want the Trump or his administration going to their country. Okay? And why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Because they don't like Trump. Americans don't like Trump. Okay? A true American can see what the problem is, or who the problem is. Canada didn't deserve to be treated like they were being treated. But I think Trumpet Boy had something to prove to the Russian president, Mr. Putin, Pukey Boy. And because he has something to prove to him, he went to the extreme measures to destroy the relationships with Mexico, destroy relationships with Canada, destroy relationship with Greenland, all right, and destroy relationship with Venezuelans. Because Venezuelans, like I said before in the past few videos, were 350,000 strong in Florida that supported this lunatic president. All right? And how does Trump repay them? He has all the Venezuelans migrant workers along with the Mexican migrant workers and deports them out of the country. Half of them are in El Salvador prison camps, which Trump had to pay $6 million just to keep them there. And all these things were done illegally. No due process was applied because you don't have to be an American citizen, okay, to benefit from the due process, okay? That's like a human right. If you're in America, okay, you have to go through a due process first. You can't just be charged and then be penalized or be jailed or be punished. Okay, there's a due process. There's investigation that has to take place. Do we have the right people? Did they commit any crimes? It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment that this is the country that was founded by our forefathers. And this is what it is now. They're turning over in their graves. All right? And no, Donald Trump's face, his ugly face, should not be carved next to our forefathers on Mount Rushmore. No way. I don't see a fat ass up there. Okay? I have no respect for that man. Is he even a man? I doubt it very much. But anyway, I just wanted to say my piece here, and I'm feeling a little bit better now, and I'm gonna go relax a little bit because, quite frankly, I'm home sick today. I still have a little bit of cramps around my belly area. That's why I didn't go to work today. And I'll be talking to you guys maybe this weekend, hopefully. Have a nice weekend, guys. And before I go, I want to say, if anything I talked about here today resonates with you, please consider unsubscribing. Thank you.